Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at BigBee's 97 takedown of the Big Apple's New York City Jungle Cup tournament. Ranked in the top 20, I think he's ranked number 14 right now. As you can see, his team is Noctowl, Lantern, Vigoroth, Vespiquen, Fortress, and Venusaur. So this is in the post Wigglytuff era, so post Charm era. So he leads off with Lantern here. Favorable matchup here. His opponent has Beedrill, Noctowl, Vigoroth, Cradily, Heracross, and Alolan Graveler. So quite a favorable matchup across the board, even against Heracross. Going to be able to land this Thunderbolt. I expect a shield out of his opponent, and probably going to go with Vespiquen. Yeah, Vespiquen's going to be able to chunk out a decent amount of damage here. Let's see here. Mega Horn. I expect him to farm it down. Oh, nope. Going to go X-Scissor. This is not going to do very much damage to Heracross, since Heracross resists it. And be able to tank the second Mega Horn, but going to put Vespiquen at pretty low health. But that's quite alright because Alolan Graveler is coming in anyways. And then I'm expecting to X-Scissor right away against this Alolan Graveler, because this Alolan Graveler is basically going to be able to one rock throw. It's probably going to faint this Vespiquen right after this rock throw is applied. There it goes. Gonna go with Vigoroth. Interesting play. That makes sense. Be able to farm it down. Put up the shield, build up like a good amount of energy. I'm going to be able to convert that energy into some charge moves. And I'm curious on what his last Pokemon is. Noctowl. Alright. It's pretty easy win from here, because Lantern's going to have an extremely favorable matchup. Yeah, and eventually one of these shields have to fall. Or otherwise this Vigoroth is going to KO this Noctowl. I'm curious if shield goes up here. I guess it's a quicker fight if the shield does go up here, because Vigoroth is going to be able to finish off Noctowl faster than Lantern would. It's Body Slam, and then 2 counters, and it's pretty much done. Alright, GG there. Well played. A good prediction. That Lantern play was a really good choice. Against Lanterns, like pretty good across the board. Obviously, Lantern here has to be careful of Grass Knot, and these water guns are neutral. So let's see how they play out here. This Grass Knot would do a lot of damage. Curious. I think Thunderbolt is resisted here because of the grass typing, so wouldn't do a ton of damage. Gonna go Vespiquen here. Maybe try to catch the Grass Knot. Let's see if this is a Grass Knot or Stone Edge. Stone Edge, alright. That would have definitely wrecked Vespiquen. Gonna come Noctowl here. This Power Gem is going to do a decent amount of damage. Either going to burn a shield or do about 50%, 60%-ish. No need to shield here anyways. So, but this won't KO Vespiquen. And then going to be able to do a little bit of chip damage. And then Lantern's basically going to be able to farm up this Noctowl. And then it's going to be able to land a Sky Attack, maybe a Psychic. This is probably going to be a Sky Attack. I don't want to say definitely because I've been wrong in the past. So Nightshade. I was like, this is not enough energy to get to Psychic. So, but running Nightshade. And then let's see here. Does have to be careful of Grass Knot, but this Cradily just did Stone Edge. So let's see what's actually going to be used. Gonna go Heracross here. Cradily would have been better, because it would be able to tank the Thunderbolt. But yeah, oh, maybe it actually probably won't be able to tank this Thunderbolt here. Yeah, actually it was able to. And then nice switch here, taking out the Cradily. And then this is an interesting play here. This Vigoroth is going to be able to get off 2 body slams before the Heracross can KO. And this is, oh no, never mind. This well, it doesn't matter anyways, because that Heracross really needed to get a charge move off versus the Vigoroth. So GG there. Oh, okay. Clearly I did not set my things up right here. He's going up against Orion Aurora. Orion Aurora is going to have a Vigoroth, Alolan Raichu, Venusaur, Noctowl, Fortress, and Alolan Golem here. Pretty interesting team composition here, running double electrics, and the second electric being Alolan Raichu is a pretty interesting pick here. Usually when people run double electric, they typically run Lantern as their second electric, and there's certainly some plays running some double electric play, but nope, I gotta click on play here, and they're gonna start off here. Gonna lead off with Lantern here, able to correctly predict the Noctowl. And let's see here how these two played out. A little bit of lag. It's quite alright. Looks like they're both lagging. And this Noctowl bails. Gonna come into Venusaur here. Gonna go into Vespiquen. Vespiquen's gonna be able to do a ton of damage to this Venusaur. Let's see if it's a Sludge Bomb. Yeah, it's gonna do a pretty good chunk of damage. I expect the X-Scissor to come out at some point, but this Venusaur is going to be able to get off a second Sludge Bomb. Oh man, shields up. Really? Why? It would have been pretty close, but oh, faked it out. All right, interesting. It's not like it's going to be able to. I guess it also means that this Vespiquen is not going to be able to farm up. Wow, really playing into this. Sludge Bomb, gonna get the KO, gonna get the switch advantage, but did cost a shield here, and this this Venusaur is gonna get farmed up here. It's super close though. That Venusaur is probably one Vine Whip away from a Frenzy Plant, which would have been pretty devastating. Gonna come out even on shields here, and this is a tricky situation, because likely it's Vigoroth in the back, but this Lantern also has a ton of energy built up. Let's see here if this Noctowl is able to get to. No, it's not able to get to the second Sky Attack, which would have been definitely the difference making there. I don't think it would actually made a difference, because the Lantern would be able to land Hydro Pump and then faint down with water guns. So in theory, if the Sky Attack came, farm up a little bit of energy versus the Vigoroth. This is pretty much a wrap. Nice switch in. All right, good awareness of charge moves there. Gonna lead Lantern again against Alolan Graveler. And this, oh man, I have no idea. I'm assuming it's just gonna tank this Rock Blast here. It's not gonna do a ton of damage. And he's just gonna be able to feint and farm up. And gonna come Venusaur here. Gonna go Vespiquen again. A little bit faster switch in, but let's see here. Frenzy Plant. I thought it was a little too early for Sludge Bomb. Probably needed to do like a little bit more damage on Vine Whips to really sell the Sludge Bomb. And this Vespa Queen's going to be able to tank this next charge move, even if it's a Sludge Bomb. But choose shield. Correct prediction. I'm not sure if I would have shielded there, just because like this Alolan Golem is going to be able to farm up a decent amount of energy. But it is at pretty low health, so it does have to worry about this X-Scissor coming through. It's going to have to basically be able to burn a shield here. So if it wants to keep it alive, it doesn't. I'm not sure that was necessarily the best strategy. I expect Vigoroth in the back. Yeah, and this is going to be able to land off one more X-Scissor, because this Vigoroth's going to look to farm, but it's like pretty much a wrap here. So expect it to keep this Vigoroth super low health. Basically, it doesn't matter what comes in. Like, shield comes up. Expect a Thunderbolt here. Another Body Slam. I'm not sure if I would have Body Slammed, because you know a Thunderbolt's coming. And this is pretty much a wrap. It's going to be able to KO just on counters. So, GG there. Let's move on to round number 3. We're going up against Pokémon 809. Pokemani. Manny. Vigoroth, Lantern, Venusaur, Noctowl, Fortress, and Wigglytuff. Decides to come Fortress, probably because of the Wigglytuff. This is always an interesting matchup. This is going to be a Thunderbolt, which is going to do a pretty good chunk. Going to go for the Earthquake. If this goes unshielded, it's going to do a ton of damage to this Lantern. And gets shielded. And then this Lantern is going to be able to KO this Fortress with just Water Guns before it could even get to a Heavy Slam. So I expect the Vigoroth to come out. I expect a Thunderbolt. Let's see if the switch out comes or it's just going to stay in. It's going to commit to this. Nope. It's going to Body Slam, which is probably the correct move, just because the Lantern did build up a decent amount of energy. Yeah, correct prediction. Good prediction there. It does put this Vigoroth in a little bit of a tight bind, but does have a good amount of energy built up. It has like 8 counters, so like 1 in 60%, 1 in 3/5. I expect. Ooh, Noctowl. Really? What does he have in the back then? Maybe he has a Vigoroth in the back and just wants to protect it? And BigBee wants to protect his... What could he possibly have in the back? And then gonna Sky Attack here. Surprised they lost to the Sky Attack as well, because it's one less to the Sky Attack. I don't know if I definitely would switch. I'm surprised that this team comp doesn't contain Vigoroth. Gonna Rock Tomb. Interesting. And gonna go for this. Body Slam is not gonna KO here, but it's gonna put it pretty close. Very close. And one more counter and it finishes off. Pokémon 809 definitely would have won if it had the Vigoroth in the back. Gonna lead with Fortress again. Gonna lead with Vigoroth on the opposing side. So again, not a great matchup, but this is also not a terrible matchup. These body slams are resisted and don't do a ton of damage, so can come away from this matchup with a shield advantage, but it's going to be at the cost of the lead advantage. There you go. Potentially could get one more shield. Ooh, gonna shield, really? Gonna go for that 2-for-1 shield differential. Be able to land the heavy slam. And expect this Vigoroth just to farm the rest of the way. You're gonna put it very low health. And expect the Vigoroth to come. Oh, really? Really? Okay. Alright, some 3D chess here. Gonna be able to land the second body slam. Let's see if Lantern comes out. Noctowl. So must have Venusaur or Fortress in the back. I'm not sure if Venusaur. Ooh, Razor Leaf Venusaur. Interesting. Not going to be able to get to the Frenzy Plant, which is going to be very costly to this Venusaur. Was it not? Potentially could have got to a Frenzy Plant. And it's pretty much going to cost this match here. It would have been close because land the Frenzy Plant, Noctowl comes in, farms, and would Sky Attack anyways. So GG there. Well played. Oh, okay, I did it again. And clearly not setting these things up correctly. Going against Jacqueline Mont with Vigoroth, Noctowl, Venusaur, Venomoth, Fortress, and Lantern. I probably didn't reset all the battles, so I apologize. Gonna come here with Lantern, decides to switch out right away. I expect to switch out to Vespiquen. And Vespiquen can tank multiple body slams. It's fairly tanky. If this Vigoroth does shield though, which is very likely, this Vespiquen is probably gonna have to shield or give up switch advantage. Nope, no shield. So I expect no shield in return. Expect the body slam right now. No shield? No shield. Ooh, gonna cost. Ooh, interesting strategy. So I had Noctowl. Gonna come Lantern. Gonna build up to the Bulldoze. Let's see if Jacqueline shields or not. Does shield. Has 2 shields, so looks like no shield. Yeah, no shield. I'm not sure if I would have done this particular strategy, because then you're basically lining up Noctowl versus Lantern. If you would have come in with Noctowl versus Fortress, then probably would have resulted in a Lantern switch, maybe. At worst, like the Vigoroth versus Noctowl. The team composition obviously is at a pretty big deficit right now. Gonna land this Sky Attack. Maybe farm a little bit more. Because I expect this lantern to try to fade it down. It doesn't matter. There's one shield left anyway, so this is pretty much a wrap on game number 1. Well played. Well played. I do think Jacqueline would have had a slightly better matchup coming in with Knocked Owl and then banking on the Lantern to try to take advantage and mirror with Lantern. It does have an energy disadvantage, but maybe could have got low enough that the Knocked Owl could have came in and farmed up the Lantern. It's very unlikely, but who knows, like they trade shields and then come away with a decent amount of energy out of that matchup. Probably would have been a little bit better off. Gonna stay in this matchup. This is interesting. Definitely not a conventional strategy to stay in, but gonna come in here. Vespiquen, gonna be able to land this body slam. Expect no shield, and then expect this Vespiquen just to farm down this Vigoroth. It's able to. That's definitely the wrong move. Should definitely go. Expect the switch. A little slow on the switch. Gonna come Venomoth. Venomoth is definitely going to be able to do a ton of damage, but these body slams are still going to hurt. This is only Poison Fang? I think there's only 3 confusions there. This body slam gonna do a decent chunk, but let's see if this Venomoth is gonna go for the Poison Fang. It has to, and then able to win the CMP tie, which is super critical. And then this Knocked Owl, or this Lantern, is gonna try to farm down, and then this is pretty much a wrap. Maybe? Though this Thunderbolt's gonna definitely KO. Maybe should have. It's tough. It's a tough call. Probably needed the shield for Vespiquen. Probably could have not shield that Poison Fang. Gamble and then farmed up against the Venomoth. Put it at low health and then go for multiple X Scissors. It could also have won if it. Well, BigBee would have won if he would have landed the X Scissor instead of the Power Gem against Lantern, because they would have had enough energy to get to an X Scissor then and then finish off the Lantern. So, gonna go for back-to-back body slams and then switch out to Vespiquen. Vespiquen's gonna be able to tank these 2 body slams. I expect to switch out to Lantern. And then I expect a lot of X Scissor pressure from BigBee. And then I expect one more X Scissor. And then I expect the Thunderbolt to come out. Let's see if BigBee chooses to shield this Thunderbolt. No. I'm gonna farm up with Vigoroth afterwards. This 2 shield to 1 advantage is pretty big, but is it going to gamble? No, it's not going to gamble. And I expect this Vigoroth to come back in, farm up. Vigoroth to farm up. Oh! No! Whoa, 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 whoa. no. Oh, okay. Does this BigBee have enough energy? No, what the? Whoa, okay. These are all sorts of strange plays here. No shield. I think that's a mistake. And let's see what's coming around. If it's oh man! Wow! What a sequence of events. I do well. Okay, I do think that the body slam right away against the Vigoroth in red when it's already expended its energy. No way it's going to get to another body slam. The Vigoroth could have fainted down, built up basically enough to get to have 2 body slams and basically at 100 energy, get 2 body slams, and then could have fainted down the Vigoroth, double body slam, or put a lot of pressure on the Lantern. I'm not sure if it would have been enough to necessarily win, but could have put a ton of pressure on the Lantern. Basically, land, if it was lucky, land 3 body slams, burn at least 2 shields. It would have been a pretty uphill battle, anyways. But potentially could have double sky attacked or something. Potentially land a psychic or something to do a ton of damage. But it was an uphill battle regardless. Once both shields were burned, BigBee definitely took advantage of Jacqueline's non-execution on the piggyback on those body slams or CMP advantage, and switching out to Vespa Queen. But yeah, interesting plays there. So well played. Okay, I did it again. Sorry. Okay. Well, you know, this matchup starts off Lantern versus Lantern. Going off with Lantern. And got a Thunderbolt. And no shield corresponding. Not necessarily a very exciting match. I do expect a shield to come up on Harris side. Wow, okay. BigBee's Lantern is definitely superior, but gonna land this Thunderbolt first to maintain switch advantage, and then expect Vigoroth to come in to farm down this Lantern, Vespa Queen. The Vespa Queen's safer to come out. Well, this person does carry double electric, but this Vespa Queen's safer to come out because Lantern's gone. Does have to worry about potentially Knocked Owl. And a shield. This Knocked Owl should have a CMP tie to the first. Nope. This Knocked Owl is going to be able to get off. Should be able to get off. There's no piggyback there. Attempted to piggyback, but not successful. Should be able to get off a second sky attack with a sliver of health. Expect the sky attack to come and then farm up now. No, landed the CMP tie. I think Knocked Owl is going to be survive with a little bit of health, so it doesn't really matter too much. But would have had a ton of energy left. I don't know, like, you needed, It's a tough call. I probably would have tried to feint down, absorb the body slam, and then come in with 2 body slams versus this Vespiquen, banking that the Vespiquen doesn't have energy left. But this is going to be a very close match. Ooh, BigBee took a little bit of a gamble there, like a little bit delayed on the X scissor there. So I do think Harris would have won if this trainer actually farmed down the Vigoroth, absorbed the body slam, and then double body slam the Vespiquen. So this is a very favorable matchup for Lantern. I expect to switch out to Vigoroth. Yeah, to Vigoroth, and then Vespiquen's gonna come in. Gonna land this body slams. Not gonna do a ton of damage. Gonna be able to land another body slam, and then shield. Oh, interesting. Shield comes up because it's gonna be able to land a 3rd body slam before fainting. And like right now, there you go. Gonna put this, and then if X scissor. See if shield comes up. No. Ooh, maybe able. It had enough energy for it. I don't know if it was 1 turn behind before executing. No shield. Definitely no shield on the Magneton side. Gonna be able to just feint down this, and then I expect Vigoroth to come out. Discharge. Ooh, Magnet Bomb. Correctly predicted. If that Lantern would have come out, then these Magnet Bombs are definitely going to hurt. But going to switch out to Lantern. Going to land the Thunderbolt. Should shield. No shield. Gonna have to shield one of these. It's gonna. I think this opposing Lantern has an HP advantage, so even the shield comes up here. Then let's see. Oh no! Oh no! Should have gambled. Should have gambled. Harris, no. You gotta gamble. You gotta gamble because you're gonna lose. Should have gambled on the CMP tie. It should have recognized that the opposing Lantern went to red first. It would have survived with like 1 HP left, and then would have been able to Hydro Pump the opposing the Vigoroth. Obviously, if it would have lost CMP tie, then BigBee would have won anyways, but Harrison definitely had an opportunity to win both matches if Harris decided to actually gamble at the end and not be conservative. And this is like I make a lot of mistakes too, but I always talk about like playing to win versus like, you know, playing not to lose badly. You got to play to win, and sometimes when you play to win, that also means that you're gonna suffer really bad losses, or people are gonna criticize you, say that you should have did the charge move there. But you gotta play to win. That Vigoroth should have farmed the other Vigoroth, land 2 body slams on the Vespiquen, GG there, or fade down the Lantern, recognize that it hit red first, would have survived with 1 HP left, and then Thunderbolt or Hydro Pump the Vigoroth right away. Gamble on the CMP tie, loses CMP tie, doesn't matter, it would have lost anyways. So you gotta find ways to win, especially when you don't come back. All right, gonna BigBee versus Sorry About That Chief. Good name. Fortress versus Vigoroth. not sure what he's trying to do there. Gonna be able to absorb this body slam. Should like this heavy slam expected to be shielded. No shield. Oh wow, that is definitely not the right play because this fortress is going to be able to feint down this Vigoroth or come really close. Yeah, that definitely was not the right play. You definitely need to shield on that heavy slam, and then is going to have a switch disadvantage here, and then Vigoroth's going to come out, and then I don't know, like Venusaur maybe, Vespiquen. I don't know what could possibly come out. Has a lot of counters. Has like 3 Pokemon that counters it. Must be Noctowl. No, Venusaur. And then really nice team composition here. Let's see if the shield comes up. And then gonna Sludge Bomb a second time. No shield, because doesn't want to conserve the energy. Sorry about that, Chief. Definitely want to try to burn the shield there, because then could have, like, if it did burn the shield. Oh, wow, okay. Ooh, I am definitely not sure on that play. The Psychic is going to come here. Psychic. Or maybe double Sky Attack. Gonna go for the double Sky Attack. No shield. Ooh, good awareness on the clock. Not gonna be able to farm. And this is pretty much a wrap. Because another Sky Attack is ready. Oh, he's not even gonna be able to KO. Another Sky Attack here. And that's a wrap on game number 1. Ooh, BigBee, awareness of the clock. I think that's one thing that really separates great players from elite players. You'll see this in Valor Ash's play, in House Dark's play. You see like a lot of really good players have really good awareness of their clock, knowing whether or not they're going to get farmed or not. So, really, really good job. Gonna play out this matchup. And gonna shield. Not sure that was the right play, but gonna burn both shields. Gonna go to the 2 shield scenario. Expect the shield to come out and then counter body slam all the way down. It's gonna put it at very low health though. Wow. And then Vespiquen is going to be able to come out. And that was like the low risk strategy. Especially, well, let's see. Lantern. Gonna try to play out this matchup. We're gonna try to wait out the Thunderbolt. Gonna switch out. It's going to be interesting. Let's see how BigBee plays this out, because it's going to be super critical. I assume it's going to try to farm down this Noctowl into just before it's able to... it could have farmed up a little bit more, but it is going to put this... Oh, okay. There you go. And then this is a super critical play. Gonna land this body slam. and I assume that this Lantern's going to try to farm it down. But this Vespa Queen is so tanky that even a Thunderbolt at this health range is not going to KO it, and it's going to be able to get to X Scissor, and then it's going to be a wrap. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Amazing job. Really good team composition. Definitely leverage the Vigoroth switch in, the Vespa Queen switch in, and really amazing team composition and really great play. Well done, BigBee. Congratulations. And if you guys like this content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below on if you have your Jungle Cup and what teams and lines you're considering. So best of luck, and I'll see everyone in the next video.